Okay, so this is going to be the first half of question 10 on your graphing worksheet. So in this part, we're going to find all of the pieces, and then the second part, we'll do the actual graphing. So the very first thing that we're always going to do on these is factor. So the first thing we can do is take out the greatest common factor. And we can also do that in the denominator. And then we can factor further. So we're looking for something that adds to 3, multiplies to 3 and adds to -4. And then the bottom is a difference of squares. All right, so now we have our factored form. We look to see if anything can cancel. It can't, so we don't have any holes. So we're going to look for vertical asymptotes, which are going to occur when the denominator equals 0. So that's going to be x equals plus or minus 2. Then we look at the degree of the numerator and the denominator. So the degree of the numerator is 3. The degree of the denominator is 2, which means that we're going to have a slant asymptote because the degree of the numerator is bigger. So we're going to do polynomial long division. So we are going to ask ourselves what times 4x squared is going to give us x cubed. So that'd be 1/4 x. 1/4 x times 4x squared is x cubed. 1/4 x times -16 is -4. -4x. And we're going to put it over here with the other x term so we can combine like terms. So the next thing we're going to do is change the signs. So then when we add, we're going to bring down the -4x squared plus 7x. And then we're going to ask ourselves, what times 4x squared gives us -4x squared, which would of course be -1. And so this is our slant asymptote. Once you have the equation for a line, you don't need to continue further with the division. That's it. All right, so then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to find our intercepts. So for the y-intercept, we have, that's just when x equals 0. So we have 0 times -3 times -1 over 4 times 2 times -2, which all of that, since it's being multiplied by 0, is of course just 0. So our y-intercept is 0. For our x-intercept, we're going to set the numerator equal to 0. Right? So 0 equals x minus 3, x minus 1, which means that our x-intercepts are going to be at 0, 3, and 1. I don't know why I did that. So those are our main pieces. All we have left to find would be our table. So I'm going to stop this part here, and then in the next part, I will do the actual graphing. Don't forget, if you have any questions, go ahead and send me a message or post on the discussion in Edmodo.